This is the place we sell our project, the Gouda cheese.
Emissions regulations didn't exist when Kees Kaptein's family started a dairy and cheese business in the late 1940s on rich pastures southwest of Amsterdam. As well as milk, his cows produce thousands of tons of manure. While the nitrogen in animal waste is a convenient fertiliser, it can also leach into soils and groundwater, damaging biodiversity and human health. The Dutch government aims to almost halve nitrogen emissions from agriculture by 2035 by limiting livestock numbers and access to vulnerable or protected nature zones. Wider EU regulations have also cut the amount of manure farmers can reuse as fertiliser. Conventionally produced fertilisers make up the shortfall, while excess manure has to be removed.
I paid 40,000 euros to get rid of the manure. It goes by diesel fuel trucks. I buy a fertilizer. It's a product which needs lots of gas for producing, so lots of CO2. In the end of the story, I don't think this way of producing is better for the climate, is better for the environment surrounding me.
Prices of chemical fertilisers, fuel and other inputs have surged as a result of the supply chain disruption caused by the Iran war. Kees claims the added costs associated with nitrogen limits are forcing some producers to quit the land.
There are farmers stopping because of this extra rules. They just can't pay it anymore.
The crisis has reignited a passionate debate about nitrogen, pollution and the future of farming. In response, the European Commission has produced a fertiliser action plan that aims to reduce reliance on imports while balancing the needs of farmers and the environment.
The idea is to compensate farmers for the rising cost of chemical fertilisers while also boosting local production of organic and bio-based alternatives. The LTO Farmers Union supports moves to reduce reliance on imports, but says more flexibility around nitrogen limits could achieve the same result.
Farmers already have the organic manure available at their farm, so instead of compensating them for the high fertilizer prices, it would be way more logical to give them more room to use the organic manure that they have readily available.
Environmental groups such as the EEB are also critical of a plan it says will do little to reduce the high input, intensive farming feeding nutrient pollution across Europe.
This is not just a fertilizer crisis. Europe is facing a pollution crisis. A third of our waters are contaminated by pollution from agriculture. And the Commission's response is very narrow. It's only focusing on continued supply of fossil-based fertilizers. And it's ignoring the public health, the environmental costs.
Others claim there is another way to reduce environmental costs and overdependence on imports, by processing excess farm manure to extract gas, nutrients and other materials.
We collect daily fresh cow manure from 18 dairy farmers with our own truck. Then that fresh cow manure goes to the digester and we collect the raw biogas. After that raw biogas is processed to natural gas and then it's directly put to the grid of our town.
The business also extracts a kind of peat substitute and Renewar, a lower nitrogen fertiliser processed from animal waste that was recently approved by the EU.
I have a waiting list for farmers to join in. I think it's in a few years they will be paid for their cow manure because we can make a lot of very nice things out of it. We also make building materials.
In the meantime, rising costs and variable prices for food commodities like milk are cutting into ever thinner margins for many producers across Europe and beyond.
Why do you carry on, you and so many other farmers here in the Netherlands?
I think we'll survive. We're just carrying on. We're stubborn.